why, oh why, would anybody come up to Ginny, these girls come up to Ginny, and ask Harry, where is Harry's tattoo? We heard a rumor that there's a tattoo on Harry's body. Could you tell us where it's at? I know at the time Ginny was his girlfriend, and then they broke up for a little while. But why, oh why, would they ask her that question if they did not assume that she's seen him naked? Because really, when I went to school, the only way you knew someone had a tattoo is unless you saw him naked. Unless they told you. But I doubt that Harry would have told her, even if he had one. I think all he would say, oh, look, I have a scar. That's all I said. But still, why would you ask her such a thing if you didn't already think that she was sleeping with Harry? And then they even went as far as asking her where Ron's tattoo was. That Ron had a tattoo, and she said it was like a hinkly puff, but she wasn't going to tell him where it was, or something like that. Even though we know that Ron and Harry do not have tattoos. And I'm trying to remember exactly what Harry's tattoo was. Oh yeah, it was the frickin' dragon that was chasing him in the 4th book. I forgot the name of it. Sorry. But then here's another thing though. This was in book 6 too. And I know I've gotten a lot of emails with this, trying to tell me that I was wrong, that it wasn't like that, it wasn't perceived like that, but I'm sorry, this is another case of bad wording or bad description, okay? When you go to, I think it's chapter 15, which is the unbreakable vow, and you get to where there's a slug party, and then it shows Hermione coming from the crowd, and Harry asked her, what happened to you? And this is how they describe what Hermione looked like. They described her as looking like she had a run-in with the devil's snare. Okay, to me, having a run-in with the devil's snare would mean your hair is like this, your clothes is freaking ripped off where you could practically see more skin, skirt probably ripped up. I mean, really, seriously. That's what I think of when it says, looks like she had a run-in or barely escaped from the devil's snare. Okay? And then she says, I escaped. I mean, I left him under the mistletoe. Okay. If she was how they described her to be, if I was Harry, I would not go, well, it serves you right. You shouldn't have asked him to come with you, or you shouldn't have gone out on a date with him. To me, if I was truly a friend, I would say, oh, my God, what did he do? I would say, was he that rough with you? Oh, I am sorry. Come and sit down. Let me get you a drink or something. But no, he pretty much called her a fucking whore. Excuse my language. He practically called her a whore and said it serves her right that she got treated like that. But, I mean, really, if J.K. Rowling would not have worded it the way she did, and also, apparently he did more than just try to kiss her under the mistletoe. He must have said something else, because if Hermione did not fear for her life, here's another little inspiration. When she saw him coming from the crowd, she made a mad dash. As quickly as she appeared, she disappeared. If she felt that confident or that safe that she was with Harry, why the hell did she freaking run if he didn't do anything other than just freaking kiss her? I mean, really. But, I mean, that's my proof. That is my proof. I'm not saying that she really got raped. I'm just saying that he was rough with her, okay? And here's another thing. Snogging. The word snogging, that is another bad word to use. Snogging to me does not sound like, and I'm just going to let that ring, I am not going to pick it up. Snogging to me sounds like heavy petting, second, third base, I don't know. But that's what it seems like to me. Snogging does not seem like, oh, they were kissing, or French kissing. Apparently that's what it means. It means they were French kissing. But to me, the way it sounded, especially when you got to the epilogue where, I forgot which one it was James Potter, his son, comes out and says, says, Victoria and Teddy are snogging in the back of the Hogwarts Express. That sounds like a confession. I'm sorry. That sounds like, they're snogging. They're snogging on the back of the Hogwarts Express. Aren't you going to do anything about it? To me, that kind of sounds like they were doing something they really shouldn't be doing in the back of the Hogwarts Express, like having sex. Okay? And also, here's another thing. This is another thing that was in the freaking book that I think is perverted, but it was in there. You had the Yule Ball, okay? It was kind of like a prom. Like every prom in the United States of America, or even in Britain, you do not leave teenagers alone for a few minutes, because they're going to go somewhere. And as I predicted, I kind of thought this was going to be fun, and they actually did introduce this in the fourth movie, and they cut it out. I'm surprised that they cut it out as much as they did, where you had it where the kids, the boys and the girls, went to a carriage and was making out, and you saw the frickin' carriage a-rockin'. I'm sorry, when you're kissing, you do not make the carriage or car rock when you're kissing. I know that for a fact. I've kissed in the back of a car a lot, and I've never made a car rock unless we were doing other stuff and we made the car rock or we made the carriage rock. Let's put it that way. But then they did as what I predicted. You were going to have Snape, who apparently doesn't have sex. It was going to ruin everyone else, and then just comes in and says, okay, everyone out. I'm not going to have sex tonight. If I can't have sex, you can't have sex. Out. I know it's not the exact words, but that's what it looked like, okay? And then you have this. I'm sorry, that's where I got the idea, even though it was never introduced in any of the books. I'm sorry, that's where I got the idea where Cho was possibly pregnant. Even though that would kind of ruin the whole aspect, because then she would have been really showing, or probably would have had the kid by the time summer came along, if her and Cedric Diggory was in the back of one of the carriages having sex. But still, I'm sorry, these are things that had crossed my mind. Okay? And I guess that is it. If you can find anything else perverted in Harry Potter, other than, I think I've mentioned the dirty jokes that was in Harry Potter. The Ron asking Lavender Brown, could he see Uranus too? I'm sorry, that is an adult joke. That is an adult-themed joke. Even though some kids use that as a joke, but still, that is an adult joke. I'm sorry. And then you had the wizard who liked to fill the winds up his privates. I'm sorry, that was inappropriate. What child wants to read that? Oh, said, honey, you're not wearing pants. Here, put these pants on. No, honey, I like to wear this dress because I love to fill the winds up my privates. What little kid wants to read that in a book? I'm sorry, that was something that was not well thought out. Okay, even though it was humorous, that was perverted. Okay. And as I said, I guess that's all it, guys. If you can think of more things or find more things in the books that I haven't already pointed out, let me know. We'll start a crusade, and we'll be best friends forever. I'm just talking out of my sleepiness right now, but still. But if you want to complain about it, as I said, just email them to me. Don't flag my frickin' page, even after I put a warning label on it, you dumbasses. But, as I said, just comment, rate, and I possibly will come up with another video soon. Hopefully not as rantful as this one is, but I guess, okay. Bye, guys. I'm going to try to get back to sleep or eat. Okay, bye-bye.